DTV 5.1高清互聯網電視台。
Good evening, dear friends and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever the ONE Award Gala Dinner 2012. This is beautiful, talented Maria, my co-host.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to join you this evening. I'm very honored to be here, especially the first time that I'm partnering with Philip, my idol, so I'm very happy to be here tonight.
Thank you very much. Come on, you know me. I've been a vagrant frequenting around the Harry Lillen house since 1965. So if you know me, try to pretend that you don't, okay? You give away your age. Alright, we've seen this fantastic logo, the ONE Rotary Cup, everything, and I'm going to let Maria explain to you what the ONE is all about.
Okay, for those of you who don't know what the ONE is all about, it is actually the first International Humanitarian Award launched by Rotary International and Rotary District 3450, which comprises 67 Rotary clubs in Hong Kong, Macau, and Mongolia. And it's actually the first ever that Rotary International and Rotary District 3450 team up together to seek out the ONE. You all know what Rotary is all about. Please give a warm welcome to Chairman of the ONE Committee, past District Governor, Mr. Peter Wong, to say a few words for us.
Distinguished guests, fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ONE Award Gala Dinner 2012. I'm honored and privileged to chair this very meaningful project, the ONE, which was conceived by no other than our District Governor, David Perrilla. Please give him a round of applause. We are grateful to have former Chief Justice of Hong Kong, Ms. Elsie Leung, representing the final judging panel. Who will share with us the difficult task in picking the winner of the ONE Award.
Okay, I'm just going to start since everybody's still settling down. We're here tonight to honor 5 incredible individuals who are making a difference in the world. However, I would like to take a few moments just to briefly introduce the man who has made tonight possible. That is my father and the ONE founder, Mr. David Haralila. Like my grandfather, I always knew my dad's mission in life was to help people. His dream to make the world a better place became a reality when he joined Rotary. Rotary gave him the platform he needed to do good, give back, and make a change in the world. Through his passion, he was able to establish the ONE, a project that has won over everybody's hearts, including my mother and my sisters, who have worked so tirelessly to make this night an incredible success. So, Dad, on behalf of all of us, I want to tell you how proud we are of what you've achieved and this incredible legacy that you're going to leave behind for others to continue. Without your determination, your passion, and your humility, this night would never be possible. So thank you for making a difference in the world. So it is without further ado that I introduce you to the one and the hero in my life, my father, Mr. David Haralila.
Good evening, my dear friends. You know, I must thank you all for being here tonight. I love every one of you. We are sold out. Can you give yourselves a hand, please? My daughter has told me I cannot sing, so let's heal the world. Let's make it a better place for you, for me, and the entire human race. These are the words of Michael Jackson. They sit in my heart and they inspire me. I was inspired, how can I make a difference? How can I change the world? You know, I had a very great father. My dad, George Haralila, everything good I do is in his name. He's an incredible human being. He can make anybody smile. I wish I had that beauty. But inspiration came to me with the story of Dr. Wubin, and you're going to hear about Dr. Wubin later on. Here is a man who was beaten up by the very people he always cured earlier. Can you imagine? The fact that he was beaten up shocked me. That he would not give up and still stay at his job amazed me. That he chose to help the needy always, it mesmerized me. The genesis for the ONE started to form in my mind. The ONE is our search for the hero of all heroes, that very special human being. We have to find him, honor him, and arm him for the upward battle to right all the wrongs of the world, all the wrongs of mankind. The ONE will receive US $100,000 to further his cause and amplify his creations as a healer of the world. Tonight, you don't know it, but I'm going to raise the bar further. Thanks to all the kind donations from all of you in this room and beyond, we will become, I believe, as far as I know, the first national, international award, humanitarian one, that will award each and every one of the finalists.
Every beginning starts with one. One heart to ease someone's pain. One promise to make a difference. One passion to transform lives. The story starts with the work of one man, Dr. Hendrik Wubin. Treating patients in Africa, Dr. Wubin has dedicated his life to improving healthcare standards, but his commitment has come with a price.
I had patients, I know exactly what to do, but because they couldn't afford it, I was not allowed to give the treatment. And a lot of patients died because they couldn't afford the treatment. And after 4 months, I actually quit the job because I couldn't handle it anymore, especially if you have the things and you're not allowed to give it.
After hearing the doctor's story, Rotary District Governor David Haralila was shocked by the disheartening obstacles that just one man faced. He was also concerned that there were others out there in the same situation. Others that, despite showing unbridled commitment and dedication, were up against major stumbling blocks. He was certain that if he could give the right person the right opportunity, they could make a tremendous difference. So for the first time ever, Rotary International District 3450.
Thank you for the wonderful performance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would like to take a few moments to introduce each of the finalists of the One for You tonight. First, let's meet Valeria Browning from Australia. Valerie dedicates her life to improve the livelihood of 1 million nomads, the Afar people, who are living in northeastern Ethiopia. The Afar people live in probably one of the hottest inhabited places on Earth and have experienced 7 recurrent droughts, which in turn have reduced their supply and access to food and water. Valerie, or Malika as she's called, is the one who was sent as an angel to right the injustices that the Afar nomads face. The Afar people were left to fend for themselves till Valerie decided to make their problems her problems. She put resources together to increase their water supply by helping build countless rainwater cisterns, dams, and hand-dug wells to catch God-given rain.
And now I would like you to meet Dr. Dan Murphy. Dr. Dan Murphy hasn't let violence, deportation, or lack of funds stop him from providing the much-needed health services to the people of East Timor. Well, since his arrival in 1998, he acts as the primary health care provider at the viral PTA clinic for everyone from pregnancy and childbirth to tuberculosis, malaria, and HIV. His philosophy is that we should begin with the poorest of the poor, and he is doing just that with the people of East Timor. In a place where high levels of poverty and severe lack of medical attention, East Timor has some of the worst infant mortality and morbidity statistics in the world. All right, now we have to introduce the remaining, but not last but least, these are very important people. Our other 3 finalists. There's Miss Cecilia Flores Boivana. In the face of persecution and death threats, Cecilia has gone to extreme lengths to fight against human trafficking. As the founder of the Zayan Forum Foundation, she has been able to provide assistance to almost 80,000 victims of trafficking in the form of shelters, counseling, legal assistance, life skills, and IT training, just to name a few. As a child, Cecilia experienced suffering in the form of poverty and vowed to give her children a better life than she once had. It wasn't until hearing the personal experiences of the trafficking victims that she began to feel that her early struggles were minute. And now, let us meet Father Joe. Known to many as the father of Bangkok slums, Father Joe has dedicated over 40 years of his life to improving the lives of the poor. Through the establishment of the Human Development Foundation, Mercy Center in 1972, he opened the first slum kindergarten to help those families who could not afford to give their children an education. Since then, he has gone on to operate 22 kindergartens, servicing over 70,000 slum children. In addition, he also has supported them through primary and secondary school as well as college and university.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our finalist, last finalist, Shruti Shroff. Shruti has always been motivated by her faith. She believes that life is enriched not by how much money one has earned, but by how much one has spared for others. Shruti has modeled her life on this philosophy. She has given much of her time, money, and efforts to support the tribal communities in Gujarat through the Shroff's Foundation Trust. She's worked hard to provide a better life for 70% of the population that live well below the poverty line. She provides everything from water and soil conservation programs to sound agricultural systems, literacy courses, health and medical facilities, and earthquake relief. Shruti has witnessed significant progress in the tribal belt of Gujarat after 15 years. Agricultural and crop production have skyrocketed.
enough softness. The moment we've all been waiting for. And the nominees for the ONE competition 2012 winners are Valerie Browning from Australia, Cecilia Flores from the Philippines, Father Joe from Thailand, Daniel Murphy from Australia, and Shruti Shroff from India. And the winner will be announced by Richard Ellman. I'm waiting, Richard.
The winner is Valerie Browning from Australia.
Valerie Browning is our first one.
Valerie, let's have her on stage.
We think you have a wonderful story. You came from England, you went to Australia, became a nurse, and you went to Africa. You take care of 1 million people who don't have really don't have homes, and we appreciate it very much, and we thank you for everything you're doing.
Richard, and I see emotion. Wow. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Valerie. Would you like to say anything?
I hardly know what to say. I really don't. Only that I say that I'm with you all because we are all together in one world. I live in a world so different. When I meet all you people, the world becomes one just for that moment, and it's so beautiful. I've met all these finalists and I'm blown by their stories. So that the Afar, not me, were chosen, the Afar people of the Horn of Africa, I thank you, because our government, Ethiopia, and I can say it, and I think the rest of the world wants to wipe them off, and I think you're going to help me keep them there, on the world, and so they don't become extinct. So thank you.
Bravo!
Great. May I take this opportunity to also invite Francois Maderti, General Manager of Baccarat, because this is the beautiful trophy that he's made for us. Francois, will you please come up? Can I invite Donnie Yen, our ambassador? Woo! Give him a big hand. Francois, would you give this magnificent trophy to Donnie to present? Donnie is our ambassador for the ONE. Give Donnie a big hand.